Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and we're down here at the Pepper Mill. Absolutely fabulous. They've got all these lights up. It's always amazing in here. You know, this Pepper Mill's been here since 1972, so it's kind of an icon. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's part of Vegas, obviously, by now. I have the incredible Arleen Gibson with me. She has a story, so we're going to kind of get right into her story. And I believe your story is about, she's a cancer survivor.
Yes.
And that is absolutely amazing, because we always like to hear stories like that, because there's so much of cancer around, isn't there?
Oh, it's horrible.
Isn't it horrible? I often sort of sit back and think, you know, why do some people get cancer and why don't other people get cancer when we all kind of eat the same food? Because my thing is, it's what you eat, what you put in your inside.
Yes, absolutely.
Whatever you eat, whatever, it's like what you think, what you do, how you live your life is actually who you are.
And the air we breathe.
Well, the air we breathe as well, so we're all going to wander around with masks on now.
Well, that's about what it's coming to.
Is it?
So I just really quickly, explain to you how this started. Okay. 5 years ago, I was run over by a truck in my own driveway.
Now, we say that as a slogan.
For real.
Yeah,
run over
for
by
real.
a truck. And there's a reason I bring this up, is because I survived. Shattered all my ribs on my left side from the front to the back, and I also lost my spleen, which means that I survived, and I am alive to talk about it.
She survived very well, let me tell you.
Yes,
looking
that was
gorgeous.
5 years ago. Thank you so much, and you're gorgeous too. Anyway, what happened was, the reason I bring this up is 5 years later, coming to this last November 7th, I found a lump in my breast. And it turned out.
Was this because of the accident you had?
Well, I'm thinking it's related because there's no cancer in my family of breast.
No, but I'm saying when you had the accident, was it because of the accident you found out that you had a?
No, 5 years later.
5 years later, so it had nothing to do with it.
So it got me here, but my lump was on my left nipple, and I found it personally. And December 7th, a year ago, I found out it was cancer. They did a biopsy, and it was stage 3, 3 centimeters, and stage 2A. I opted for the whole mastectomy on my left side.
To be taken off.
I had my surgery March 29th this year.
Okay.
I am cancer-free, 100%.
That's what we want to hear.
But the reason I'm saying that is because they wanted to take off both breasts for no reason. There was nothing on my right, and I refused. And then right after I had my whole breast taken off, they wanted to do chemo immediately. And I said,
and you said no.
I said, prove to me I have cancer, and they couldn't prove it to me. And I said, if you can't prove it to me now, how are you going to prove to me after chemo I don't have cancer?
Right, lady, huh?
And they couldn't prove it to me then
They couldn't prove
either.
it to you. Now, what made you ask that question about, can you prove it to me? Because you obviously you knew if they said you didn't have cancer anymore, they want to put you through chemo, which most people will say, yes, sure, fine, just to make sure it doesn't come back. But as you said, how can they prove that?
Well, I call people robots because they do what they're told. And
Well,
they
yeah,
go
that's
right in, they say you need chemo, and they do it immediately. And people are dying from chemo more than they are the cancer. I found 5 guys that had 5 wives that died of the chemo, not the cancer, breast cancer. And I chose not to do it.
What a message.
I proved to them by getting a PET scan, and guess what? I was 100% cancer-free as of April this year.
Awesome.
So now what I'm doing is passing the word along. Do not just do what they tell you to do. Do not become mannequins and just...
So is it what you feel, you know, our gut feel, you know, it's so amazing. We do not listen to our gut feeling.
Exactly.
And our gut feeling tells us actually our whole life. The problem is we feel we're better than our gut and we know better, but we don't.
Yeah.
You listen to your gut. Your gut was saying to me, well, if you've proved that I don't have cancer, you're going to give me chemo, how do we prove that I don't have cancer if I didn't have it in the first place?
And how do they prove to you after you have chemo you don't have cancer if they can't tell you you don't have it in the beginning?
Yeah, it's just contradicting, as we say. Absolutely.
So long story short is I am now in the process of getting reconstructive surgery. I am now just in the Medicare group, 65 years old. Okay. So I'm getting ready to go and have everything taken care of.
She's what you call, and I'm not joking about it, she's having a brand new boob.
Two, actually.
Oh, two.
They're going to make this one smaller, and I'm going to be a smaller person.
So you're going to be a smaller person,
Yes, which I choose.
She's got brand new boobs that are going to sit up there perfect.
But you know what?
I'm not joking about it. I'm just giving the positive side of it, because that's what we need to hear.
And I've been married 35 years, and he doesn't care one way or the other.
Well, that's a true. 35 years is something of its own. I mean, come on. How did you manage? How did you do that? 35 years and you're still together. I met her husband.
I've got a great husband, and he's extremely good to me, and I love him very much.
Isn't that
and
wonderful?
We have 2 grown children and 3 grandchildren, and we're very happily married, and there's no reason.
Which is because we live in Vegas, and so that's very tough to keep a marriage going in Vegas. So congrats on all that.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing now? We've gone through all this hardship and all this stuff. So what are you up to?
This is where we bring the gift to you.
Oh, I'm getting a gift. Oh, I love gifts. I've had so many gifts today. I was given a documentary. I was given a T-shirt.
You won't have anything like this in your entire life.
Oh, here we go. I'm so excited.
Entire life.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it out for you.
Yes, she's
Everybody,
unwrapping it
are you all
for me.
ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh.
I think I should pull it out myself. Let me see.
This is a Lenny Wayne
Okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness. That has my logo on it. Thank you, Ninon. Oh my goodness. Look what... Oh, well, we'll stop the show right now and let's have a drink. Why not?
Now, let me explain to you a little bit about our company so you understand.
This is part of your company?
Yes, our company is
I'm going
Art
to put
in
it
the
there
Cellar.
for now. Well, no, I'm going to put my side, sorry.
It is artinthecellar.com. You go on there and you can have a custom etched bottle on any bottle you want. You provide the bottle, we do the artwork on it. My son is the etcher, and look at this. He put these on till 6 o'clock this morning by hand. They're Swarovski crystals.
Swarovski crystals.
Well,
I must be a little special to you. That is so amazing. I'm flabbergasted. But I've got to tell you something. What happened to me yesterday? You're going to crack up with this. I was thinking, I've got a lot of people to give gifts to, and I was thinking, why don't I give them a gift of a bottle of wine? And then I was thinking, will it be red or will it be white? I wasn't quite sure. And then I thought, then I've got to have my design put on there. And you present this. That is absolutely amazing.
And you will not be opening this. You know that.
No, I won't. No, I won't open this.
This is something forever.
No, I can't open this because this cannot be open. No,
it can be open, but you're not going to drink it.
I'm not
It'll
going to
ruin
open
it.
No, it'll ruin the whole thing. That's amazing with the logo and the whole bit. That is absolutely, totally. I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
So it's artinthecellar.com.
And it's funny, I've known Arleen actually for quite a long time, passing, in Vegas, although we say Vegas isn't that big, it is quite big because...
It's a big, small town.
It's a big, small town. It's full of a lot of entertainers, a lot of people in the music business, and a lot of people that have the tenacity to be able to do something different and get out there. There seems to be a lot of inspiration.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it's because of the music business and the entertainment business that we don't always get jobs, so we have to do something else. But we all seem to have this visualization of something very different, and this to me is very different. I've never seen it. I've seen bottles done with pictures on, but never like this. So this is kind of...
I've never seen anything like this either. My son has never done Swarovski crystals on a bottle. He did that for you.
And now I've got to meet the son. Is he married?
No.
Oh, good. Does he like older women? We've got to have a bit of a laugh.
My son's name is Brandon Gibson.
Oh, I love Brandon. Brandon Gibson. Perfect name.
Yes.
I'm so bad.
Very handsome, 6'3".
Oh, but it's getting perfect. How old is he?
34. Too young.
Wonder if I can hang on a second. No. I can have 2 of him. 2 of him for one of me.
But he did that especially for you, and he went into your website
forget,
and see the wording on the bottom.
Yeah. What I'm trying to read, it says Vegas Live. Your ticket to your success is truly an inspiration. Love, Arleen. Isn't it nice to have something that you can keep for the rest of your life, and you will always have them in your heart, and you will always be in my heart, because this to me is beautiful, and I just thank you so much, and I'm sure that we've actually probably thought our time up. Anything else? So what do? You do
This is my own company.
This is your own company.
Yes.
So how can people reach you?
artinthecellar.com.
Artinthecellar.com. So don't forget, she's on Facebook, she's on Instagram, she's on all the above, and she will now be on YouTube with our show, and we'll put you out there.
I didn't get a chance to tell you, but I was a model for 30 years, and I was also a flight attendant before that.
Well, but don't forget, she's only 5'4", and I was also a model, but I also know when I was 5'6",
it's hard.
2 inches,
it's tough.
which was tough at 5'6", so 5'4",
Print
yeah,
work.
but a lot, I was gonna say, a lot of print work,
Yes.
a lot of different
Commercials.
commercials you probably did,
Yes.
and everything else. Absolutely beautiful. And so you've had a totally 100% full life.
I did. I didn't meet my
And,
husband until after everything at 29 years old, and now I'm 65 and 35 years later.
And having a wonderful time with her
Yes.
children, her family,
And you
everybody.
love my husband, isn't he wonderful?
Her husband is absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
I think the thing I admire, though, most of all, is the couple staying together, because my mum and dad were married for 68 years till they both passed away, and my dad passed first, then my mother passed, and she died actually of a broken heart for her husband.
But look
And
what
she truly
happened
did.
to Bush. It's the same thing.
Yeah, same
exactly.
thing. So it's like a little time later. But so I admire how you've kept that together and what you've done.
Well, both our parents were married 50 years each.
Oh,
So we were both
blessed.
lonely children. So only children. So that's why we
That's
did
why
that.
yeah, absolutely wonderful. She is amazing. Don't forget to look her up and find out what she's up to next, because she's always out on town. Miss Socialite.
Yes, I am.
Miss Socialite is kind of everywhere. You are amazing. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.
Thank you so much, Ninon. I love you.
I love you too.
You love the stories of Las Vegas? If you love the stories of Las Vegas, you need to subscribe and tune in to Vegas Live with Ninon.